Treat others the way you want to be treated. This is called the golden rule. It's called the golden rule because there's worth and value in having a kind, loving, and respectful attitude for someone else. The golden rule is usually used as a guide for people to, it's usually used as a principle to guide people for their ethical conduct. There's a big misunderstanding a lot of people have about the golden rule. It's the fact that people don't want to be treated exactly as you'd want them to treat you. You'd have to imagine how they want to be treated and treat them that way. I've tried to follow the golden rule each day by day. And it really brought me a lot of happiness because just being kind to others, no matter who they are, how much you hate them, how much they've bullied you, it just becomes part of your personality. So one morning in school, it was about second period, a classmate came up to me and asked me to pick up her pencil for her. But the way she said it was in a rude way, and I could have responded in also a rude manner, but I didn't. Because I felt like it's morning, like you have a bad mood, you probably didn't get enough sleep, maybe something like that. And so I picked up her pencil and gave it to her. But she snatched it out of my hand and scratched me with the tip of the pencil. I could have responded in a bad manner again, but I didn't. Because it wasn't that much of a big deal. So you see, you have choices to make. You can always respond the same way that they treat you, but you also have another choice. You can be the better person and not respond in that way. You can affect so many people's lives by being kind to anyone, no matter how much you hate them or how much they've hurt you in the past. Just being kind to them shows them that they don't care, that you don't care about how much they've done to you because they might be your boss someday. And you hating them doesn't make it any better. Well, there's a lot of rules out there just like the golden rule, but they just have different names. For example, the rule of love states that you should love others as you love yourself. And the rule of role-taking states that you should put yourself into others' shoes in order to know how to treat them ethnically. I learned 2 lessons that day. Always watch your words and who you say them to. Because if you say them to the wrong person, you might end up getting hurt badly. And the second is treat others the way you want to be treated. If I responded with harsh language back to her, things might have got worse. And we both might have gotten in trouble. But because of that, I have a lot of people that look up to me because I have good attendance, I don't get in trouble. But because of that one day, if I responded badly, my whole life could have been changed right then. Found a quote by an Athenian philosopher named Plato. He once said, "Be kind, for everyone's fighting a harder battle." Now there's a lot of people in this camp that say that they've had depression and they couldn't talk to their family about it. And there's always that one person who you never know what's happening to them. You can never talk to them because they don't want to share anything with you. And you don't know if that one word you might say to them might make them think of committing suicide or might make them feel like they're on top of the world. Every single word you say affects the people around you. No matter how strong the person is, it always hits them, even if it doesn't feel like it. It's easy to live by the golden rule with these easy steps. First, you have to find out what the golden rule means to you. It might mean different things to different people because different people interpret it differently. Okay. And the second is to always give yourself daily reminders of the golden rule. You have to use your manners, be respectful, and be kind. And the last is you have to be compassionate to others, no matter how badly they treat you, no matter what offense they've committed against you. You always have to be compassionate to others, and that just becomes part of your personality in the end. That's not all about the golden rule. There's also benefits that come with living by the golden rule. The first is it's admirable. If you see someone on the street just helping people out of the goodness of their heart, you'd admire them for spending their time every single day to help people just because they want to. The second is that it makes you feel good about yourself. If you feel good about yourself, you want to do more. And it just builds up, and you just start being kind. Which brings me to my next benefit. Kindness is contagious. When you're being kind all around you in your environment, other people see that, and they use that in their personal lives too. If they see you being kind, it might affect their life too. And it might make them want to be kind because they see how much happiness it brings you. They might want to try that out. And if it helps them, it's good for them. It helps their life go smoother. Then you just spread kindness. And then they're going to go out and do more. And then the next person's going to get affected with kindness. And it just keeps on growing. Positive energy is magnetic. When you're being positive about everything you do in life, no matter how bad it is, no matter if someone just died in your family, if your best friend betrayed you, your best friend for 20 years betrayed you, no matter if you face that with a positive attitude, it affects other people too. Other people see that you're going through a struggle, but you're thinking about it, you're going through it in a positive way. When people see that, it just affects them, it just makes them happy to see that others are trying so hard to keep on pushing through whatever they got with their positive attitudes. And finally, be compassionate for others. When you follow the golden rule, you just learn to care about others, no matter if they're a stranger, no matter how close you are to them, no matter how much they hurt you in the past. You just learn how to be kind to them, and it just becomes part of your personality. The golden rule has blessed so many people like me, and it's taught me so many lessons that might be useful throughout my life. So I implore all of you, go out and spread the attitude of the golden rule.